Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Shenanigan Plays Trails of Cold Steel 3. Let's go ahead and go forth onto the final boss, and Nine Hell Keep, Floor 0. Oh. Phew. Is that finally the way out up there? The way back to the ground floor. It appears we've reached the designated point. Yeah, it seems so. Sheesh, what is wrong with Erebonians? What are you all thinking, building an insane place like this on a school campus? I'd appreciate it if you didn't lump us all together like that. The professor, he really is the famous G. Schmidt, isn't he? Yeah, for better or worse. Though I have no clue why he's here at the branch camp. Exclamation!
Wait a second.
Be on alert. I have detected a spike in mana.
In what?
Mana?
You guys need to get out of there right away!
Interabangs and double exclamation marks.
Is this thing a Panzer Soldat?
No, this is...
Magic Knight. Direwolf. I don't know if we've fought one of these
It's a
before.
Magic Knight, an orbital golem from the Dark Ages. Professor Schmidt, are you responsible for this?
I happened to acquire a few of these antique machines when they appeared during the Civil War. Though its output is lamentably inferior to Panzer Soldat's, its ability to act autonomously is useful. This will be your final challenge in this trial.
Is he serious?
What is wrong with him? This is going too far.
They're not capable of taking on a Magic Knight. Only one thing I can do. Heed my call, Valimar!
The use of a Divine Knight is prohibited for this trial.
Exclamation!
Level 0 was not calibrated to account for its intervention. Were you to use it against such an opponent, the data I would receive would be useless. You do have another option available to you, Schwarzer.
Against this?
Or if you'd prefer, you may choose to activate the new function installed in the Arcus 2s.
Interrobang?
Please activate Brave Order. Olivier, Prince Oliver said that you would be able to use it for sure, Instructor.
Exclamation!
I bid you felicitations on your recent graduation, delayed by duty though it was. I also wish to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Reed. These may seem on the paltry side as a gift for such an occasion, but I'd like for each of you to have the newly completed Arcus 2. I've added some fun little communication features to it, just for you. There are a few other new functions that can only be described as brilliant, so do give them a try next time you find yourself in a pinch.
All right, will do.
Exclamations!
What is this?
I feel some kind of energy coming from him.
A combat link? No, it's different.
Prepare to engage in combat!
Exclamations!
Brave Order. Class 7 Special Operations. Put everything you have into defeating the target.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Watch out.
Oh,
this is a
man.
tough one.
Right. So, this is one thing that does need to be battle scoped, if I am correct in assuming. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah!
A magic knight that excels at unarmed combat. It slams the ground with its hefty arms.
Here we go.
Well, let's see. We don't really get any points for doing a brave order, but... Oh, wow. That's a little OP for only 2 brave points. Dang. Reen's got some good ones. We probably don't need it though.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, definitely not. We're
Very
fine.
well.
Yeah, Reen's probably gonna finish it off.
Sit!
Yeah. Oh man.
This is the blade of the 8 leaves.
Indeed it is.
We did it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna use his S-craft for that, wasn't I? Whoop.
Stamina depleted. A short rest is required. You guys did amazing! The trial's complete! But you took this way too far, Professor.
That was faster than I expected. I'll have to increase the difficulty next time.
Could you please listen to me?
This trial was completely absurd.
Next time? Is he gonna make us go through all that again?
The probability seems high.
At least that put an end to our orienteering exercise.
Thank you.
Great job, class. You all handled the first test of Brave Order very well. I'm proud of you. There are some areas each of you could improve on, but you just need to tackle them one at a time. I'm sure today hasn't instilled you with much faith in the idea of Class 7. Your class size and this trial are bound to raise some red flags. Then you have an instructor who's only just graduated. What if he doesn't know what he's doing? Like I said, if you want to transfer to classes 8 or 9, I swear that I'll make it happen. But it's something I want you to decide for yourselves. Think hard about what you believe, what you want to accomplish, what kind of future you want, and, most importantly, who you are. Only you can figure out if Class 7 is the right place for you. Take all that to heart, and I know you'll have your answer.
Una Crawford reporting. From today, I will be part of Class 7, Special Operations.
Really?
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? It's not because I want to. I never wanted to come to this school. I'd much rather be back in Crossbell. I don't like Erebonia, and I don't think much of you either.
So it seems.
But throughout the entire exercise, your guidance was clear and accurate. If you weren't with us, we never would have beaten that thing. Honestly, it's infuriating. And I'm annoyed I couldn't show off what I learned at the police academy. That's why I'm going to stay in Class 7 until I can prove myself. Until I can show up an annoying hero like you, Ashen Chevalier.
She's ridiculous.
At least she's consistent in her ridiculousness.
The annoying part aside, you really don't need to keep calling me a hero. But you know what? I respect that kind of determination. Welcome to Class 7, Una.
Got it.
Kurt Vander reporting. I will also join Class 7. That said, I have no definitive reason for doing so.
Oh?
I simply have no objections to the branch campus's decision to place me in this class. If anything, I'm grateful for the chances it'll give me to test my skills in real combat. I couldn't face my family if I allowed the blades I inherited to rust.
So they're heirlooms?
Metaphorical. He means the will of the Vander school.
I'm also interested in seeing what the 8 leaves can do. So far, I'm not impressed.
Wow. Interrobang,
Whoa! That's way out of line.
says the one that's been out of line since this whole thing started.
I do not believe you're in any position to say that.
Well, that's because I'm still learning. just like you guys. Welcome to Class 7, Kurt.
Thank you.
How about you, Altina?
There is no need for confirmation. While the details are classified, I intend to follow the protocols of the mission.
No, Altina, that's not what I mean. The answer needs to come from you.
Does she not understand?
I won't accept your participation unless you chose this. I don't care who originally placed you here, whether it was the principal, the intelligence division, or even the Imperial government. Why do you want to stay? It can be anything.
And it can't be what I said.
Hey! Why are you picking on her so much? I still don't get how you guys know each other, but you can't talk like that to a little girl who...
I can't think of a reason. All that comes to mind is how I've supported you on all of your operations this past year. If I'm to be at the branch campus, it is only right that I be in your class. It was also Class 7 who once stood in the way of my mission. Even if the students have changed, I find myself somewhat drawn to the name. Does that work?
It works for now. I'm glad you're staying, Altina.
Okay.
Oh, brother. You sure drew that out.
It's been one thing after another.
I now officially declare the formation of Class 7 Special Operations. Let's all work hard and grow together. Not just as a class, but as comrades.
Yeah.
That was so sweet, Rain.
I was wondering how things were going down here.
Foolish. No instructor has the authority to change a student's placement.
If any of them wanted to transfer, I would have allowed it.
Exclamation.
Principal Le Guin, with all due respect.
Everything worked out, so it's fine. Didn't you hear? They decided for themselves. Classes 8 and 9 had a good start, too. Not bad for a trash bin. The coming days will be very interesting indeed. Train our fledglings well while you can. That is, if you don't want them to be swept away by this turbulent era.
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeesh! This is some school I landed myself in.
Yeah. You don't even know the half of it yet.
Damn, he's even worse than Gramps. Coming here to study is crazy enough, but you sure you want to work under that old goat?
Don't be like that. He's actually pretty amazing. And I feel like I'll be able to make a lot of friends here. But most importantly, I want to do all I can in place of everyone who couldn't come to the Empire.
Look at you, all grown up and doing your own thing. Guess I can't call you short stuff anymore, huh?
Oh.
Our old enemies are definitely on the move. And not just them. The Imperial government and a few other groups are up to something too. Thank the freaking goddess that dumbass was around to help me set up a long-distance line. If anything happens, I'll be here in a flash. Don't hesitate to call me, Tita. You got that?
You bet. But only if you promise me you'll be careful, Agate. Don't do anything too crazy.
I see. For both the main and branch campuses?
Yes, their first day ended without incident. Class 7 Special Operations, Class 8 Combat Tactics, and Class 9 Military Finance have all been established.
Man, oh man. Just when I thought we finally shoved that beast in a cage, Erebonia's #1 sweetheart just had to show up wanting to be an instructor.
Indeed. Between them and a certain capable young woman, there's far more talent there than one would ever expect from a trash bin. Perhaps there wasn't a need to send him there from Crossbell so soon after all.
Who do you think you're fooling? We all know why you really sent him. But whatever, a powerhouse like him will come in handy.
I'm not sure this is appropriate.
In any event, the wheels are now in motion. With Northumbria's annexation, every bush those serpents would dare hide in has been burned to ash. They have no choice left but to try and reclaim their master's plan. As for the branch campus, that pitiful final act of rebellion from a prince who's lost his blade and his wings. We shall simply have it, and my worthless son, dance at the end of our strings.
Your Excellency.
Laying it on kinda thick, don't you think?
By your will, Excellency, we Ironbloods will see your ambitions are fulfilled.
Whew! I think the connection's finally gone through.
Yay, it worked! I never dreamed I'd be able to talk with you all like this.
Indeed. His Highness was too kind to arrange this feature.
Doesn't look like Reen or Gaius came through.
Could be they're too far away. Oh, or maybe somewhere where the signal's super weak.
No matter. I'm sure we'll have more than ample opportunities to speak with them in the coming days.
That's right, and we can finally fulfill our promise.
Well, you sure are fired up.
How could she not be? This is the season for reunions, after all.
Yeah, spring is here once again.
I actually really like this intro. Although, because of the song, it's probably going to get flagged by YouTube. Oh, man. Some amazing artwork in here too. I mean, does a great job keeping everything looking like it does in the game, but also by making it look better at the same time. Oh, that's a setup. Still got the 50 mirror coin. Prologue. Spring once again end. And of course we're going to say, oh no, I'm out of save slots. Oh my goodness, how does this happen? Wow, I would not have expected that. That's crazy. Accepting calendar 1206, 4:15, Saturday. Night volley.
Cha! Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Okay, all set. We said we'd walk to school together, and she just up and leaves while I'm still asleep. Dad, Mom, Ken, and Nana. Wish me luck. I'm gonna give it my all. I won't lose to any of these Imperials!
Ha! Yeah! Strike! Phew. Not bad. I simply need more experience. Despite all the battles we went through yesterday, he was never short of breath. The 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. It's impressive to be sure, but nothing compared to what Father Mueller and Uncle Zex can do. I suppose the Ashen Chevalier simply relies on the power of his Divine Knight. Oh.
Good morning.
Exclamations!
Good morning, Yuna. I take it you're headed out as well?
Yeah. Are you all done with your training? It's pretty impressive how you do all that every single day.
Well, it's something I've been doing from a very young age, so it's just part of my morning routine.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry about before.
Interrobang.
You know, when I slapped you. I know it wasn't your fault, and I shouldn't have gotten so angry. It was childish of me.
Ah, that. I'd like to apologize too. But have you been wanting to say that for the past 2 weeks? Considering how much you dislike Erebonians, it's very thoughtful of you.
I don't dislike the people here. Yeah, I've got my problems with the country, but this is between people. When I mess up, I make sure I apologize. Especially considering what I said about your swords. I mean, you practice every day, and...
Ah, right.
And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
Don't worry about that. Besides, like I said, my training is just part of my morning routine. Out of curiosity, is everyone from Crossbell like you?
Huh? Like me how?
Oh, I don't mean to offend. Very straightforward and good-hearted. Probably the type to be easily tricked.
Interrobang.
Hey! Wanna run that by me again?
Like I said, I don't mean to offend. I'm glad to have a classmate like you whom I can trust. Though I don't know if I can trust your skills just yet.
You're a real piece of work. Well, let's start over. Glad to be your classmate, Kurt.
Hello, you two. Good morning.
Exclamations.
Altina? I thought you left for school already.
I received a routine status call early this morning. I didn't want to wake you, so I took it in the study room. If I disturbed you as I was leaving, I apologize.
No, I was out like a light. But wait, what do you mean, routine status call?
Sorry, that is confidential.
Well, in any event, it's nearly time to head to class. We're all in the same class anyway, so why don't we walk together?
I do not mind, but I believe the correct term for my presence would be a third wheel. Judging by what I've seen, your relationship has progressed.
Our relationship? What? No, that's not what's going on.
She certainly words things in a distinct way.
Leaves is such a nice place. I can't get enough of this homey atmosphere. It's so peaceful and laid back. And it's got some great shops.
Agreed. It's a good halfway point between rural and urban. We're just the right distance away from Heimdall.
The previous owners of this land were a noble family. After they lost ownership of it, the government attempted to convert it into a resort. However, that plan fell through. It's said the half-finished buildings from that were used to create the campus.
Well, you sure do know a lot.
I suppose that explains why the branch campus is so large.
Indeed.
All that aside, I didn't think the Empire's military academies would be this tough. I get combat training and practical exams, but math, history, even art? Isn't this workload way beyond what you'd have at a regular high school?
Well, here in Erebonia, the pen and the sword are both held in high regard, especially at Thor's. It's a prestigious, traditional school founded by our most notable emperor. That legacy won't change simply because this is a branch campus.
However, it seems the main campus has changed significantly this year.
Ah, yes.
Huh? I don't get what you guys are talking about, but looks like we're gonna have to give it 110% here. Let's kick all the other classes' butts.
Well, if you say so. However, most of our lessons are held with the other two classes anyway.
Homeroom is the only one we have without them.
Oh, right. I guess it makes sense given the small number of students, but that means Class 7.
Well, well, if it ain't the chosen ones strutting off to class together.
Exclamations.
I think he's in Class 8.
Good morning. Is there something we can help you with?
Nope, not a thing. Just wanted to get a little peek at the class taught by the hero of Erebonia. Class 7, huh? I'm sure the view is just great from up on that pedestal of yours.
Sorry to disappoint, but we're being treated the same as any other students.
Yeah, it's not like things are going to be different for us just because our instructor's famous.
Oh yeah? Then why'd they go out of their way to make such a small class? A little kid who's clearly too young to be here. Some rich pretty boy with fancy hair. Oh, and a loud, unruly foreigner from some sob-story country. Oops, my bad. Not a foreigner anymore, huh?
Oh, wow. I forgot about that.
All right, we understand. You're a tough guy, but that's quite enough. If you have more to say, I'd be happy to talk with you further, after school.
Not bad. You've got more spine than I gave you credit for. But the one I've got business with is...
I'm so happy to see everyone getting along.
Oh, she's from Class 9, Military Finance.
Good morning to you all. The weather is just splendid, isn't it? But if you spend too much time out here chatting, the bell will ring before you know it.
True.
You all done messing with us?
Me? I'm not here to mess with you. Well then, see you around.
I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll see you again for the classes we have together.
What's that blonde guy's problem? I can't believe they let some punk like him into a military academy.
He obviously had some issue with those of us in Class 7. No, not us exactly, but...
Exclamations!
Oh, shoot! We better hurry, or we'll be late to homeroom.
You're right. Let's get moving.
Whew, hard to believe it's been 2 weeks already.
It warms my heart to see all the students trying their best. The classwork here is much more difficult than at the main campus, so I'm sure it's tough on them.
Yeah. Then on top of that, training exercises were added onto their curriculum. We didn't have anything like that at the main campus. Thor's branch campus. I think I'm starting to understand what the government's trying to do here.
Oh, but I don't think that's the only reason for this place. In keeping with Thor's tradition, we'll also have those days to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a relief for them. I'll tell my students about them after school, alongside the club announcement.
Got it. Thanks for taking care of that. Well then, Instructor Reen, let's give it our all today.
Likewise, Instructor Toa.
That was kind of cringe. Hit the mic again. Chapter 1, Reunion. First period, Math.
This is the formula. You will need it when calculating trajectory. Make sure you commit it to memory.
Second period, Political Economics.
This is known as Gross Domestic Product, or GDP for short. By the way, the GDP of the Empire of Erebonia rose 42% last year compared to 2 years ago.
Third period, Field Training.
Today's task is walking. Sounds easy, right? Well, let me tell you, it won't be. We'll be marching, so I need to see perfect posture and formation while armed. Even combat tactics got worn out by this.
Fourth period, Erebonian History.
The War of the Lions. Said to be the largest turning point in the history of the Empire. The end of this war brought us to our modern era. Today, we'll be looking into the events leading up to the war that caused it to develop the way it did.
The way he explains it, it's actually pretty easy to understand.
An interesting perspective.
Oh, I see. I'm actually learning a lot.
He's so dashing.
It's going to be a very colorful year. Looks like that's it for today. How'd you guys hold up? Tired. I was prepared for the coursework to be difficult, but even so. Are you guys piling more work on just as we're getting used to the old pace? Not yet, but I may end up needing to do just that. The curriculum here at the branch campus is pretty diverse. It'd probably be a good idea to prepare yourselves for even more work down the road. If only there weren't so many lectures. Energy consumption greater than expected. Sheesh. Tomorrow is a free day, is it not? That's right. In fact, I was just about to explain. Oh, right. The entrance guide mentioned that, didn't it? How is it different from a normal day off? Think of free days as normal school days, but without any classes. On free days, you can study, train, or pursue one of your hobbies. If you get permission beforehand, you can even go visit Heimdall for the day. Exclamations! Wow, that's a lot more freedom than I expected. I figured it was going to be some rest day with a ton of rules and restrictions. That doesn't sound too bad, though. Well, it's just one of the things that makes stores stores. However, though you're generally free to choose what you do, there is one mandatory task tomorrow. You'll need to choose a club to join. One exclamation, really? A club? I hadn't thought there would be clubs at a school that was only just founded. It was a requirement from the principal herself. She said as long as we're using the Thor's name, student clubs are a must. You'll be allowed to apply for a club as long as you have at least 2 members. We'll also see about getting your club the proper equipment. Oh, and any students who don't join a club will be put on the student council, where they'll work directly under the principal. Sounds dangerous. What is it with this place? Everyone here is too over the top. So we're being forced to choose then. We have until tomorrow, correct? Right. I recommend you start thinking about it after school today. If you need advice, feel free to talk with any of the faculty members. Remember, we're here to help you. Dots. Understood. I'd prefer just having you assign me a club. Also, regarding the new course at the end of the week... Exclamations! Dots. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Panzer Soldat training? That's right, the training units have arrived at the hangar. You'll be joining the combat tactics students for basic maneuvering lessons. After that, we'll discuss the special lessons, the first of which will take place this weekend. Dots. The special lessons, I was curious about those. There's likely no point in us asking about them now, is there? Sorry, but not even enough instructors have been filled in on it. Anyway, focus on tomorrow for now. Think of it as a day to spread your wings and lift your spirits. That concludes homeroom. Can I have you lead the class here, Altina? Understood.
Stand. Bow.
School building. 1 floor. Instructor's room. Well, tomorrow is the free day. It is essentially a free day for us faculty members as well. However, I'd like you all to join a briefing at 3 p.m. A briefing? It's starting to sound really military in here all of a sudden. Is it perhaps about... That's correct, the special lessons that will be held next week. Exclamations! I see. That's the only info we're getting for now, eh? If it's this top secret, I'm guessing it's gonna be bigger than even Panzer Soldat training. All of the students will be joining in for these lessons, correct? Correct, without exception. All students and teachers from classes 7 through 9 will participate. Please report at 3 p.m. tomorrow to the tactical conference room in the main building. That is all for now. Sheesh, he's the picture-perfect model of a hard-ass RMP guy, that's for sure. The way I hear it, things are only going to get more army flavored around here. Yeah, seems that way to me too. That keep place, the Panzer Soldats, and that freight train. For a branch campus, this place is far too well equipped to just be some throwaway pawn. Yeah, that's true. I know the main campus was renovated as well, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear that just as much mirror was spent here. What bothers me though is, where's it all coming from? And if they're dropping that much cash here, what are they expecting in return from us? Man, what have I gotten myself into? Get me out of this crazy place. Instructor Randolph. Well, I mean, we can't really stop you from leaving, but... Come on now, I'm just kidding around. I'm not just gonna drop my responsibilities like that. Besides, the kids in combat tactics seem like they're gonna be a fun group to work with. Anyway, think I'll head out now. Let's both go check up on the kids, see if they need help with their big club decision. Yeah, got it. We'll see you later. I can't help but feel like there's a wall between us. Really? I don't get that impression. He's easy to talk with and he seems to care for his students. No, he's definitely a great instructor. It's just, a year ago, I fought against one of his comrades. So I don't imagine he's got a very high opinion of me. And honestly, I can't really blame him. Rain. Anyway, I'll go check in on the students and head back to the dorm for the day. I'm sure picking a club on such short notice isn't going to be easy for them. Yeah, good point. I've said it before, but let's keep doing our best. Indeed, our best will be done this day into the next. Now then, school's done for the day. It's got a different feeling to it than when I was a student, kind of refreshing. Maybe I'll walk around the campus to get a feel for it. I can chat with some of the students while I'm at it. And if they got any problems or need advice, maybe I can help them out. I should also talk with the principal and the other faculty members. Yes! The quick travel menu is now available. Open the quick travel menu with the tab button and select the location you visited before to instantly return there. The quick travel menu will also display the locations of key events and your comrades. Yeah, we have control! I actually really kind of like this branch campus. It's nice. But there's a couple things to do. Some people to talk to. And I think that's all we have to do. Yeah. Let's just talk to these people real quick. Starting with the principal. It's almost time to call it a day. I trust things went smoothly for you today. Looks like you have a good grasp on this whole teaching thing. No, I wouldn't say that. Every day I'm reminded of just how much more I have left to learn. Just like the students, I have to keep learning and improving myself all the time. Oh, so humble. You look like you want to say something though. There's no need to hold back on my account. I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around it. The Golden Rakshasa herself, here. Do you find it just as amusing as I do? After everything I've done, here I am, in such a mundane place as this. Dots. To be honest, I've been feeling weaker ever since we lost the Civil War. Though I was still somehow able to accomplish my role last autumn, the Northern War. Our invasion of the autonomous state just north of the Empire, Northumbria. It was a war of retaliation against the Northern Jaegers, who were based there. We were all called upon by the government. You were there too, if I recall. Yes, though Valmar and I weren't put on the front lines. Honestly, I don't think we could even call what happened there a war. What with you and Brigadier General Wallace commanding the provincial armies, equipped with the most advanced panzer soldats available, the assault in conjunction with the tank unit was relentless, and Northumbria followed the same fate as Crossbell. That's not quite how I'd put it. It would be more accurate to say it was driven to the same fate by our dear Chancellor's design. Dots. In any event, that battle was a good turning point for me. The provincial army was falling apart after the Civil War, but thanks to the Northern War, we were able to salvage it. As the countess of my family, I had planned to leave the army to Wallace, find myself a husband, and pop out some heirs. But then, for some reason, I was called to be the principal here. Fate is an intriguing thing indeed. For some reason, huh? At any rate, tomorrow will be our school's first free day. Relax and stretch your legs a bit, but be sure to help our students out with their club decisions. Right, understood. Oh, and as I said, those students who don't join a club tomorrow will be forced into the student council. If there end up being too many, I'm putting you in charge of them all. I'll do my best to avoid that happening. Oh, this game looks so good. I love it. Alright, next up, we want to talk to Altina, who is on the roof. Yes, over here? Yeah, right there. Cool. Look at this. Looks so good. They really stepped up their, they really stepped up their game. Used, like the mountains drawn in the distance, but they have a bunch of objects blocking empty space between you and the mountains. This is done really well. Anyway, Altina, what are you doing here? I thought you went right back to the dorm after class. Why are you here alone? Regarding tomorrow's mission during the free day, I've reached a progress block on my investigation. Huh? Are you talking about choosing a club? I attempted to reference documents in the library on the matter. However, that only proved to increase the possible choices. Instructor Rain, please tell me what to choose. Sorry, Altina, I can't. Because only you can figure out what you want to do. Question mark? Me? Let's make this homework. You've got all day tomorrow to decide, too. You can ask other students their opinions if you need to. I can give you advice, too, of course. But in the end, you need to decide on your own. Clone Soleus. Exclamation! I do not understand the purpose, but if this is an order, then so be it. I will excuse myself now. Altina, hey! Was she pouting just now? I hope no one in town spots her riding that thing. Oh well, guess I'll head back too. Toa is on the second floor. I wonder what kind of resort they were going to make this into. Alright, all done here. What are you up to here, Toa? Oh, I'm just doing routine check on our school supplies. We don't have a clerk, so I just take care of it on the weekends. All by yourself? She's just as capable as ever. Sorry, I didn't even realize. Let me help you. It's fine. I'm already about halfway done. It seems like we've got all the supplies we could ask for, but nowhere near enough manpower. True. We don't even have anyone in charge of the nurse's office. Between the upcoming Panzer Soldat training and the special lessons, we're definitely going to need someone on call. I suppose we'll all just have to take turns for the time being. I know a little bit of first aid, but, well, don't push yourself too much. And if there's anything I can do to help you with, just let me know, okay? Thanks, Reem. Oh, there is something I could use your help with, come to think of it. Here. Student Notebook, Thor's Military Academy. Oh, are these the student notebooks for Class 7? Yeah, they were just finished today. Sorry it took so long. Could I get you to hand these out? Yeah, of course. Out of curiosity, why did Class 7's notebooks take so long? I thought Major Michael was supposed to be in charge of preparing these. Well, I asked him about that, and the upcoming special lessons seem to be different for each class. So each class has a slightly different notebook based on its curriculum. Class 7's notebooks were pushed back because it has the fewest students. I see. Well, I'll go hand these out. What are these special lessons all about? Reen received 3 student notebooks. Sorry for adding to your workload. No, as their homeroom teacher, I'm the one who's supposed to pass them out. Actually, this takes me back to when we were students. You're right, this is kind of nostalgic. Well then, thanks for your help, Reen. Just leave it to me. Altina's already gone home. Well, I guess I'll look for the others. Yes, I guess we will look for the others. Which next would be Kurt in the gymnasium. See if I can remember how to get there. I want to say it's in here. Yeah. Yeah, and then down the stairs. And the first door, second door on the right. Yeah. Training hall. The door is unlocked. Is someone in here? Exclamation! Sha! Phew. Impressive stuff. Instructor Schwarzer? What are you doing here? Just passing by. It's pretty exciting to see the Vander dual blade style in person. Just a pale imitation. I'm nowhere near my father and brother. There's still much for me to learn. I know you train in your dorm, but I'm still kinda surprised to find you in here after school hours. Or does this mean you're one of the lucky students who's decided on a club to join? No, not yet, I'm afraid. Though to be frank, clubs strikes me as a waste of valuable time. Time I would rather use to better myself. How's that? I'm here to become a better swordsman, not to distract myself with extracurriculars. And every hour I spend engaging in club activities is an hour of training lost. If I really must join a club, I'd like to join whatever takes the least amount of time and energy. That's one way to look at it. A very stoic, serious way. But trust me, joining a club is hardly a waste of time. Might even make you a better swordsman. How do you mean? I saw it happen to a friend of mine. Laura, best girl. The time she spent in her clubs improved her swordsmanship in more ways than one. Take the time to find a club that will help you grow. Really think about it. I'm not going to force you to join one or anything, but if you need some guidance, I'm here. Understood. Thank you for the advice. Now, may I continue training? Oh, right, yeah. Sorry to interrupt. I can give him his student notebook back at the dorm. Yes, we can. And then in here is a pool. And the first door. The first door is a shooting range. Indoor shooting range. Oh yeah, the locker rooms. Okay, yeah. Try to go inside the ladies' locker room. Oh man. Next. Yes, this group's the last group I think we have to talk to. That's...
This one's on me!
Wow, thank you so much!
You're the best, Randy. Oh, sorry. Guess I should start calling you instructor, huh? Outside of class or training, just Randy is fine. Any ideas for your club? I've been talking to the other students, but I just can't make a decision. I'm hoping to choose a club that'll let me move my body. Aha, not a bad idea. I feel like that would really suit you. I mean, let's be honest, you wouldn't really fit in with a club that makes you use your head. What do you mean by that? Yuna and Instructor Randolph. Hey Schwarzer, you here for a drink too? Exclamation, huh? I'm just looking around before going home. I overheard you two talking. How do you two know each other? Don't worry, it's not some sordid forbidden relationship. Of course it isn't. Why wouldn't you even say that? Randy. Instructor Randolph and I go way back. He really helped me out a lot when I was at the Crossbell Police Academy. The Police Academy, huh? Yeah, she's like a little sister to me. And who'd have guessed we'd have ourselves a little reunion here of all places. Small world, huh? I knew they were both from Crossbell, so I thought maybe. In that case, maybe Yuna knows him too. Man, I wish you were my instructor, Randy. But no, I had to end up with this guy. Well, sorry for bothering you. I'll get going now. I guess I'll give her her student notebook later. Oh, and if you need some help figuring out what club to join, feel free to ask me. Even if I'm not your first pick for a homeroom instructor, I might be able to help out. Oh. Fine. If I get desperate, I'll ask you. I'm sure there's a reason you ended up as her instructor. Teach her well, you hear me? Loud and clear. I'll leave you guys to catch up. Now we'll talk to her. No, Gina is not related to Yuna. I know they have similar colored hair, but they're not related. Oh, Instructor Reen, it's nice to see you. You're Gina, right? Thank you for always making food for everyone. Your family runs a tavern in Leaves, right? Yes, I'm Barney's daughter. I saw some help wanted ads, so I decided to come help. Everyone is so nice. I'm having a great time here. I'm glad to hear it. Instructor Reen, I see you around here a lot during lunch, but what do you do for dinner? It depends. They do have food for us back at the dorms, if I can make it in time. If not, I just end up cooking something for myself instead. I see, so you can cook too. Yep, though I wouldn't say I'm a master chef or anything. To be honest, I usually just end up making the same thing. That's not good in terms of nutritional balance. I know, would you like this? Reen obtained a recipe book. These are recipes for the foods that the cafeteria recommends. Reen obtained a recipe for chunky potato salad and 3 sets of ingredients. Ingredients too. So thank you. You didn't have to do all this. It's no problem. Where would this school be without its instructors? Plus, it would make me really happy if you got inspired to cook more. Understood. I'll do my best. And I think that is where we are going to end this episode. The next time we meet, I think we go to the hangar. So, until then, I will see you all then. Goodbye for now.